Yeah. Oh, hello. We are. Well, hello, everybody. We are doing things a little different order this morning. So instead of Dave opening up with some music, we have lots of music today. But according to my clock, we are 1 minute behind. We're starting anyway. My name's Kevin. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon. It feels kind of weird to start without music, doesn't it? Like without us dancing around and getting the ball rolling and getting everybody in here. But we have so much music for you today. As you might have noticed, I brought all of my instruments, and I'm going to play each of them one at a time as I move down the line for you guys. And I'm learning. I'm going to learn how to play them as I play them. And I thought that would be fun for everybody, right? No. I won't be doing that. You are at Unity Spiritual Community of Central Oregon, in case you took a wrong turn at the roundabout and didn't know. We are very happy to have you here, and I'm going to have us read our mission statement, even though I'm going to throw you guys all a loop here, and we're going to do things even more. Global ecosystem of unity, deep wisdom, and loving kindness. Thank you. I am Kevin. Our senior minister, Reverend Jane, is on sabbatical. We have an amazing team today, and it's very different. This is the beginning of the fall equinox. Did anybody get that on their calendar and figure that out yet? Happy fall equinox. So, in honor of that, we have a very special service today, a little different than we normally do. If this is your first time, this might be a little different than what our normal service is, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And if we could bring the team slide up here one more time. I'm going to introduce myself. We have the team slide up. Hello. No? Okay, forget that. While we're getting that figured out, let's look around us. Look at these beautiful people, and perhaps there's somebody you haven't met yet. Perhaps there's somebody you haven't seen in a while. How about you just say hello? Take a moment, say hello. Greet somebody. Greet somebody. Why not? Why not? Nicely done. All right. Now that we're all friends, on this beautiful day in Bend, we can acknowledge two things. First of all, the land that we're on, that we are very grateful to the tribes that have been here, the Warm Springs, the Wasco, Paiute, and Klamath tribes. Land acknowledgement, I think, is being done more commonly now. If you guys have been to more events, you'll notice it is being done, and I think that's really beautiful that it is. And I think it's important if we take a moment to actually think about the words. So instead of me talking too much about it, how about we take 10 seconds of silence. Close your eyes. See if you can feel the energy of the people that were here before us. And in your mind, you can just say thank you. Thank you for what you've given, done, and contributed so that we can be here in this beautiful place. Thank you. We have one other piece of equipment up there on the stage, and that's the chair. Our chair is here for us, all of you and us, to put in that chair anything or anyone that is not here anymore, that you would love to be here. If you have someone that has recently passed, who would maybe enjoy this service today, they can be there with us. If there's someone who maybe is just far away and they can't be near you and you want them to be, put them in that chair. All right. I think I've got through the important things. I'm going to do sort of an opening intention setting, if you will. Are you guys with me on that? We take a few minutes to just be quiet before we get into the raucous craziness that's going to happen here today. So if you would, take a deep breath, relax. If it feels comfortable to you, and if it's convenient, you could put your arm out onto the shoulder, the arm, the forearm, the hand if you're close to someone next to you. I have always found that setting intentions, prayers, affirmations feel 100% more powerful when I'm doing that with someone else connected to them physically. So if it works for you, you can do that. Listen to the silence of this room that is buzzing with the energy of so many beautiful hearts. We are all here for one purpose: to improve, to connect, to better ourselves and the world. And we know that we change the world one little step at a time, one person at a time, starting with ourselves, our friends and family, our community, our cities, our towns, and of course, the entire world, Mother Earth. We're grateful for this time together, and we allow ourselves to be present, so present, to the beautiful words and music that will be shared today. And so it is. Thank you all. Aho. All right. We have a time now for you to share something you're excited about, and it's called celebrations. Where's my mics? Oh. Sorry. We got a mic, and we got a mic runner. This is a great time. I see another hand. Think about something that you are excited about, something that makes you happy right now, and you want to share it with the world. It could be as simple as, I got a haircut and I look good, or
Hey, look at your hands.
I just dug the backyard up yesterday and I'm not dead. Okay, are you ready? Got our mic? Who's got their hand? We got one up front, Rochelle. We got Leah. Good.
Hello.
Raise your hands high. Come on, Florence. You got it? That works.
All right.
When in
I'm
doubt, give it a thump.
celebrating the team that came out yesterday for our weeding party. It was amazing. We were small but mighty. These two guys back here, Frank and Ryan, just come and attack this place, and the rest of us are just along for a ride. It was great. But more so than just like what we accomplished, it really felt good to me to just know that it's so much more than accomplishing just this, like checking this box. It's really feeling like I'm part of this community and like we're a team and I belong, and it's just a really heartwarming feeling. So thanks for creating that with me, you guys.
Even weeding can be fun. Raise your hand high if you got one. We got one right over here in front. Beep, beep, beep. Run, 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 run. There we go.
Hi, my celebration is that I'm back. I was gone solo traveling through, yay! Oh, thank you. Solo traveling through Europe for 3 months, dating the European men that wouldn't date themselves. So, I did the hard work. But it's so good to be back. It was super fun to be gone, but I was so excited, and I was having dinner at night, watching you guys in the morning, but it's so good to actually be back and see everybody. So, hi guys.
Yay! There's William right there.
Today is River and I's 5th anniversary. Zabada.
Yay, yay, yay. She's moving across the room. Keep your hands up. Run, run, run. I saw videos of that. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm back from my trip. But what which was wonderful, and I'm celebrating that, but I'm also celebrating Victor, And for those of you who don't know Victor Johnson, he's one of our amazing musicians. And he came and sang at First Friday at my daughter's store, Truffle Pig, for 3 hours nonstop with his son. It was amazing.
Wow.
His repertoire of songs was so beautiful. And I just want to say, I so appreciate him. I know he's not here today, but if you guys haven't had the opportunity to hire him for a party or a wedding or something, do it. He's amazing.
Yay, Victor.
I have two celebrations. First, my car started this morning.
Yay!
It's been really hard. And Amadine's mom, Dolly, came in on Thursday from France. She's going to be with us for about another month.
Woo-hoo. There's one back here. Way in the back, Florence. Back corner. And after that, we'll do one more. So if anybody else has got one, raise your hand after that.
I'm just celebrating the fact that I get to share this great community and experience with my cousin and a good friend of mine.
Nice.
This is their first time here.
Welcome. Yay. Okay, Florence, one more. I saw hands. Come on, somebody. One more. We got two. There's Karen and there's Amandine. Karen's closer, I guess she gets.
I was just pointing at somebody.
Hi, I'm celebrating my daughter and son River did not have to evacuate that day. And now they're at their house at the coast for 2 days, and I get to stay in Sun River on the river.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you. All right, we'll do one more. We're going to bend the rules today because this is a day of transformation and change and everything different.
Hi, everyone. I'm celebrating, well, I'm echoing what she celebrated. Celebrating that this week is my 10-year anniversary in the U.S. And we finally finished our fence, and we can plant stuff in our backyard.
Woo-hoo. All right. And the Earth would like to celebrate what's sort of an announcement for the Earth, and this is a local one. Deschutes Land Trust is hosting a Nature Connect Festival in Alpenglow Park on September 28th from 11 till 3 p.m. You can bring the family out to learn how you can help monarch butterflies and other pollinator plants to thrive in Central Oregon. And pick up free milkweed and pollinator plants to add to your home garden and get inspired by monarch crafts. So that sounds fun. They may have dancing again. If Florence wants to go dancing some more, that would be a good opportunity to dance with the Earth. All right, kiddos, let's come on up and let's get you guys rocking and rolling. Who's with the kids today? Is that you, Leah? Nice. Okay, we're going to do a blessing on these kids here, and also, before I forget, on the kids, there is a fundraiser, a bake sale on October 6th, and if you have something that you're pretty good at baking, we could have a bacon sale. That actually that's different. Okay, so if you want to bake something or have bacon for the bake sale, that's going to be October 6th, so sign up in the foyer. There's a sheet out there, and that's going to go to help the kids program, okay? So make sure we do that. All right, let's bless these youngsters and send them off with Leah. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Rock and roll. All right. Also on the kids, the challenge grant, you guys may have heard, we have a really generous donation from Charlotte and Dan. Are they here today? Let me see. Oh, that's right. They're traveling. But they said, hey, if the community can raise $5,000 for the youth program, we will match it another $5,000. And we are at, I think last check, we're about 2,200 raised from our community. Nice. But we still got to make that 5,000 because if we don't make 5,000, they don't match it. So that would be a shame to get $4,999 and then they don't match it. Come on, let's do that. So there are QR codes that we have around. I don't know if we don't have one for the screen, but donate. And if you want to write a check or something, just make sure you put on there that it's for the kids matching program. And that's going to help fund all the kids programs for the next year. So really important that we get this matching grant. Okay, bake sale, we talked about that. October 13th, there's a kids art sale. That's important too. The kids, are they doing the art? Yep. They're making, okay, so they're going to make art that we can then buy and communicate to the kids program. There's going to be a community yard sale. There's a lot. All that goes to the kiddos, right? Yeah. The match fund. Oh, perfect. Okay, regular announcements. Tonight, every Sunday, sound bath right here. We're not going to have drums at the sound bath. It's a little more relaxing, but it's a beautiful experience. If you haven't been there, make sure you come down to sound bath one of these Sundays. It's from 6 p.m. till about 7:15-ish, 7:30. It's beautiful, and Lisa leads that. She's not here. I don't see Lisa this morning, but man, it's amazing. We have two really cool events that we're hosting at Unity. If you guys didn't know that, we're more than just the Sunday right that you're sitting here. We have stuff going on all the time here. We have concerts, we have special events, we have guest speakers. Two really, these are kind of like internationally known events, is the Music of India with the Mysore Brothers. I have not heard them yet, but all I hear is that they're amazing. People keep saying they're amazing, they're world class, and they're going to be playing here September 26th. Thursday, September 26th. You do need to get tickets. You can get them here online on our site or at the door. And then we have another really cool event. It's called To Tell the Truth. And this is another version of the one we just had, which is the Storyteller. It's kind of like the Moth. Have you guys heard of the Moth events? Really, really cool. I was here at the last one, and it was so much fun. Great speakers. I'm not sure what happened here, but we're going to pretend like it's not happening. At the next event of To Tell the Truth, there is a internationally acclaimed storyteller, John Bennett. And I've heard, again, so many amazing things. Like this guy is well-known presenter, comedian, storyteller, and he's going to be part of that special event as well. To tell the truth. And that's September 27th at 7:30. There we go. John Bennett. Definitely come to that. The last one was amazing. This one promises to be even more amazing, if that's possible. Family Kitchen. Has anyone who's volunteered before for the Family Kitchen? Raise your hand. Awesome. We have some regulars that go, and we have some that can do it when they can. But the Family Kitchen is a great opportunity. This is not our event, but we volunteer at this event. It's downtown, and the Family Kitchen serves meals to anybody who is hungry, basically. They don't turn anybody away. And we go down Saturday morning and help prepare the food, help cook the food, serve the food, and then we clean up afterwards, and we get to talk to the people. It's pretty amazing if you haven't done it yet. So Unity, as a team, we go there every other month on a Saturday. So this one's coming up this week. You can get on the list to be notified whenever it's happening by email or something, or talk to me or Claire or anybody whose hand you saw go up if you want to get on that list so you can get the information. But plan to come this Saturday if you can, and let me know, email us so that I can put you on our list if you want to do that. Okay, I think I'm going to classes in October. Ooh, two good classes. Where's Beth? Is she here this morning? Beth is doing an amazing class. She's done one similar to this, but this is a little different, right, Beth? And it's relationship as a spiritual path, transforming connection with yourself and others with Beth. And Claire was able to do it, and Nico actually was able to do her last class, and they both said it was really amazing and a great insight into how they show up in relationships. So it doesn't have to be that you're in a relationship, from what I understand. It's like you could be in a relationship with yourself, or perhaps you're interested in being a good partner now or in the future or ever. Does anybody here not want to be a good partner? I didn't think so, right. So this could be good for anybody to attend this class.
It's Thursday, October 3rd it starts.
Thursday, October 3rd. Yeah, we didn't have a date up there, but Thursday, October 3rd. So it's starting soon, and it's a series, 8-week series. So you want to sign up and get on the calendar. And then Reverend Jane is doing Flourish with Unity, which is a Foundations of Unity. This is a great, if you're just not really familiar with what Unity is all about and some of the core teachings, she's going to be doing that class, and I don't have her date on this.
Thursdays from 11:30 to
Starting,
I think the second week in October.
okay, a 4-week program.
All info is on the calendar.
Yeah. So I would say just sign up for pretty much everything, and then you won't have to worry about missing anything. Easy. Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to know, check the website, the calendar, and information is there. I just realized, Greg, that you were supposed to come up for my prayer, and I forgot to even. And I forgot to do prayer claim forms. So if you would like to contribute to our prayer team, and make sure they have something to do this week, there's a green form. Do you see it in the back of your chairs there? Does everybody see a little green thing sticking out? On that form, if there's something you would like to affirm, to claim as truth in your life, our team would love to do that with you, and we can only do that if you put it on one of those green forms or fill out the online form as well. So if you're watching online, you can fill it out online, and unity is sort of based on, the common word is prayer, but we're actually really thinking about reframing that, because I know we've realized that can be a trigger word for some people who haven't had great experience with prayer. For us, it really just means affirmation, that we're affirming our connection with Spirit, with each other, and with the universe, and our power to manifest whatever we put our intention on. That's really all that prayer is for us. It means different things to different organizations, but for us, that's what it is. So it can be an affirmation. And we would love to join you if you put it on the green form and submit it. We'll contact you personally, or we'll just hold that in our prayers for the week. Sound good? Okay. What else did I miss, hon? Thank you. All right. I'm going to introduce, they're going to kind of take over from here, our Bhakti Collective, Anastacia, Greg, who is part of our community as well. They have music, they have chants. Anastacia is going to do our talk. Anastacia, some of you may recognize, she's been our guest speaker before, has done some wonderful talks for us. She's been our guest musician before with the team. She has an amazing background and career in personal development, in coaching other people to help them become the best of themselves. One thing I loved about her background is that her focus, from what I understand, Anastacia, is to help others become the best version of themselves in order to better the world, right? How we show up in the world changes the world. And that's what she's been all about for 25 plus years, I think, of her personal transformative work. And her talk today will be transformation, which we can all use a little bit of that. So I'm going to invite you guys up now to come do some songs and talks. So come on up and welcome to the stage the Bhakti Collective. And Anastacia, I do want to introduce Greg Warnick, who most of you are familiar with, part of our community. He's going to be harmonium and vocals. David Watts, he's been here before, playing bass. And we have Dylan, who I don't think we've had you here yet, right, Dylan? Yeah, on percussion. So welcome, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. It's so good to be here with you all. Great job, Kevin, by the way, and everyone. We love this community. But we're going to start with a couple chants and get you guys used to this. It's so healthy to open up through singing. And these are Sanskrit, most of the words. We're going to have them up here. And so it's a call and response. So we have the lead that will sing the first line. And then with whoever's singing in the back, you can sing along. Don't worry about getting it right. It took me a long time and I probably don't even articulate these words properly. But they'll be up here and go for it. Just go for it. It feels great. So we're going to start with Greg's song, To Call in the Light.
So the first part of this song will be in English, and then we'll switch over to a very, very simple mantra. Hari Om, dear Lord, Satnam, your holy names. When we call on your light within, we come home.
Hari Om.
Adonai, holy name, when I call in the light within, we come home. Call on the light within, call on the light within, call on the light, we call on the light, we call on the light within. We call on the light within, we call on the light within, call on the light, call on the light, call on the light within, call on the light within, call on the light within, call on the light, the light within, we call on the light within, call on the light within, call on the light, call on the light, we call on the light within. It's only mute my mic.
Did that feel good? Did you guys sing? The light is on. Okay, this next one we're going to do is Shiva. Anyone heard of Shiva? Shiva is the creator and the destroyer. I love Shiva, and it's aligned with my talk. Like Kevin was saying, I've been just very involved in transformation, personal transformation, and sharing how with the world. So Shiva is a great one we wanted to open with too. This is called Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya, Shiva Shambho. And you guys can change that slide. And again, just do the best you can. And I wrote this one with the ancient ones. It's on Spotify too. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Shambho, Shiva Shambho.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Shambho, Shiva Shambho.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho.
Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho, Shambho Namah Shivaya.
Our turn. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho. Shambho Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva Shambho, Shiva Shambho.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shambho.
Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho, Shambho Namah Shivaya.
Oh, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho. Shiva, Shiva, Shiva Shambho. Shambho Namah Shivaya. Need everybody's help here.
Get up and dance if you want.
Yeah, get up and dance if you like. We love it.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Shiva Raj, Shiva Raja, Shambho Shankara, Shiva Raja, Shambho Shankara, Shiva Raja, Shambho Shankara, Shiva Raja. Thank you. All right, I'm going to do a little talk on transformation now, and then we're going to come up back and finish with more chants, okay? Give a hand to the band. Ben Bhakti. All right, you guys. Well, can you hear me? It's good to be here with you all, and it's good to be here to talk about transformation because in my experience, change is the hardest thing to do within myself. So that's why I started really going into this field and educating myself on it. I remember as a little girl the statement, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Anyone know that one? By Gandhi. And we all can say that with words, but I was always thinking to myself, but how? How do I change from being angry to love? How do I change from having anxiety to being peace? How? So as I was thinking about coming here today and talking to you guys, I like to keep things very simple. And as Kevin said, I'm a transformational coach, we'll say. Self-mastery, I like to call it. And I have a private practice as well. In the past, I would travel around the United States and do, programs where we taught transformation. So there's a lot of repetition involved. It's not real complicated, but yet it's a lot of consistency and repetition that is required for changing ourselves. Now, we all can think of change, for instance, like when we move. That's an unexpected change. Or if the kids leave the nest, or if you go to college, even if you get your hair cut in a really different way. There's all forms of change. I'm going to zero in on just specifically internal transformation. And so what I mean by that is change that's emotional. I find it's very difficult in my practice as well to say, okay, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. For instance, anyone have an anger issue? I do. I did. What about anxiety? Anyone in here have anxiety? Great. So I really was thinking I want to leave you guys with something you can do and take away and practice. Just keep it simple. And so there's 3 points. There's 1, the mind, our thoughts. Number 2, our emotions. And number 3 is the breath. If you are aware of those 3 things and you can practice consistently, you can change. It's not easy, like I said, but for instance, I want to give you an example. If you just close your eyes for a minute and think of something in your life that has been a challenge. And we're going to start with challenge. We'll do the good stuff later, but challenge gives you better access, I think, to the kind of more unconscious patterns. So think of that thing, whether it's a family member, whether it's the state of the world. Now, when you've got that thought of that challenge, try to think of the emotion. What do you feel about it? Are you angry? Are you frustrated? Are you scared? Okay? Raise your hand if you've got that spot for yourself. Is anyone willing to share? Is anyone willing to be open and vulnerable and share what they came up with? No one? Come on, you guys. Okay, Kevin.
I was thinking about my mother-in-law almost being scammed out of a lot of money again. And the emotion, I think, was helplessness and anger at the people who do things like that.
That makes sense, doesn't it, to all of us? And we feel justified in that, don't we? So this is how I do it, and I do it for myself and my clients as well, and with you. The first step is when you're in a state that feels pretty peaceful. I like to set intention. I heard that a lot in Kevin's talk this morning, or prayer, whatever that is. Set intention about who do I choose to be in the world. And again, I keep it simple. For me, I choose to be love, and I choose to be connection. Those are like my two kind of North Stars. So pick an intention of the person that you'd like to be. Who do you want to be? Keep it simple. Peace. I'd like to be love. I'd like to be gratitude, generosity, whatever it is for you. So you want to have that intention, that North Star. And then life happens. And you hear something like that. Oh God, they're trying to scam my mom again. What is the deal with these people? Why are people so cruel? Okay, so you see that, if we take that apart, that's just your thoughts, right? The mind. You see that? That's not the emotion. He said it just how it is. It usually comes in the thoughts of the story of what's going on, and then the emotion is underneath that's driving the thoughts. Does that make sense? You guys follow? So you take that place in your life, you have your intention. Then the thing happens, because life happens to us. It's just the way it is. You're not going to change life. So that thing happens, you get the trigger, hopeless, angry. So then you just engage the mind. Oh, stop. Let me hear what I'm saying here. And you're never going to have a loving thought with an angry emotion. It just doesn't work, because a lot of times we want to trick ourselves and pretend, oh yeah, but I'm love and peace, frickin' guy passed me in the car or whatever. It's never going to align. So that's why I say the mind is first, because we can access our thoughts before our feelings. Okay, so just close your eyes for another second. Think of your situation and try to listen to the thoughts you're having about it. Okay, raise your hand if you've got your thoughts that you've got about it. Okay, just a few of you. Sometimes it goes blank, when you're put on the spot, but we'll just deal with this. I'm going to give you the steps so you have them. So you got the thoughts. Now look at the thoughts. What do they sound like? Anyone willing to share now? Anyone? Come on, you guys. I'll share mine. I'm getting really scared about the state of the world. So fear. What's going to happen to our world? Why are people so divided? This is all fear. Those are our thoughts. But then I trace it back to, what am I feeling? I'm afraid. So then that's the first step. Then I say, wait, where's my North Star? Who do I want to be? I choose to be love and connection. So then I just take that situation and I take a breath. That's where the breath comes in. Who do I choose to be? Now, close your eyes again. Think about your situation. Take a deep breath in. Who do I choose to be within this situation? And then when you've got that, then look at how you've been showing up. And then, usually then, through my experience, through practice, you'll get this beautiful input on what action to take from this new place. Now, here's the key, you guys. There's been a lot of things on affirmation and, even mantra. But the key that I have discovered, the most powerful part of this practice is you've got to be honest with where you authentically are. We're not perfect. We're human. All the time I feel like first my reactions are, I'm angry. I have a quick story to tell you about this specific thing. My husband, we've had this gong from China that his mom gave him. 26 years in my house, my entryway. My house is my temple. So I walk in and see this beautiful ancient, actually I think it's Tibet. It's Tibetan gong. And it does something when I walk into my house. It creates peace in me. And we were driving to his daughter's house to finish, we've been helping her build her first home. And as we're almost there, he says, I'm going to give her the gong in the front room. And I was so freaking triggered. I couldn't believe it. It was like this tornado that came inside me. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You didn't even ask me? Like, that thing is important. And him and I do this work a lot. So he knew. He turned on the classical music. Because he used to say, Tourette's, you're getting a Tourette's syndrome. Because I had no control of my anger, but he turned on this classical music. It was like an oboe. It was like really intense. It was so good, though, because we had another hour, and I sat there, and I did exactly what I'm telling you. I said, okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to keep that gong there. But who do I choose to be? And I choose to be love, and I choose to be connection. And with that comes, I choose to be grace and generosity. And as I was driving, I started to breathe. Believe me, my anger, I would say, was at 100 at first. But I sat there and did this practice. This is many years. Like Kevin said, I've been doing this training for a lot of years, probably almost 20 now. It's taken me a long time to come to this place. And then I came to center. And then through that peaceful state, I started seeing that entryway opening for something new in our house, a new energy in our house. I also saw how beautiful for his daughter to have this piece from her grandmother christen her new house. And my mind and my heart and everything started to open. But I had to do the practice. I had to express that anger. I expressed it a little outside. I'm still not a master. But I just really believe if we can be the change and we have the tools to truly execute and not take action through these fear-based emotions, we can not only change ourselves, but as Kevin was saying too, it bleeds out into the field, into the collective field, into being a beautiful mirror for the rest of humanity, for our community, for our family. And I'm not saying it's easy, you guys. So if you just say, okay, in this moment I am really angry, and it's okay. It's a normal human emotion. I'm accountable for it. Who do I choose to be? So those are the steps. So I just invite you just today, take baby steps. Everything I've done when it comes to transformation, whether it's with nutrition or physical movement or anything, I just take one step at a time. Don't look at the big picture. But if you can practice just today, being aware of your thoughts, being aware of the emotion, where does it live in the body, and then saying the breath, taking a breath, who do I choose to be? What do I choose to contribute to the earth and to humanity? If you just do that each day, even just once a day, you will start to see something shift in yourself and in your relationships. So that's my talk on transformation. Anyone have any questions? No questions? Anyone want to share anything about that? No?
Well, I'll
Oh, I got
here.
David back there. Is that David? Or, oh, I can't see. Sorry. Yeah, Chris.
I was just remembering something similar. Years ago, my wife and I were traveling, I think it was in the Portland, Milwaukee area, and I wasn't paying attention, and I kind of cut somebody off, and it annoyed him, really pissed him off, really. And he spent the next several miles trying to get me to look at him so he could flip me off. He would not let up. He would come to every stoplight and honk his horn and try to get me to look at him as he flipped me off. But I would not. I knew he was trying to do this because it was triggering my wife, and she was returning the gesture. But I kept myself in a neutral place, realizing that this guy, I don't know what it would have done to me to see that, but I would not let it into my experience. And finally, he gave up and drove away, and I stood in my power because I would not let him hex me and pull me out of my power.
That's a great example and great story. Do you recall what you did while you were staying in your center? Do you recall like what actions you were taking for yourself, breathing or?
I just did not look at him. He was to my left all the time, so I made sure that my vision was always to the right. And I knew he was there, but it's just like those thoughts that you don't want in your consciousness because they are not welcome in your consciousness.
Yeah.
This was a physical manifestation of something that I did not want in my consciousness. And I chose to leave it behind.
Yeah.
In effect, I forgave it. The aspect of forgiveness is, it's not that somebody didn't do anything wrong, it's you cast it into your back behind you, and you move forward with the intention that this will never affect your future.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing, and I love that point, you guys. We have a choice. Who believes you have a choice to show up how you choose each moment? Who thinks it's someone else's fault how you feel? Okay, that's good. No, I'm serious. There's a lot of people that don't. If you understand that basic concept, I am accountable for everything I experience. Yes, things happen. Yes, they trigger certain things in me, but it's my creation, and I can decreate it or transmute the energy into love, from fear to love. It sounds kind of hocus pocusy, but I'm telling you, the step that's essential that I have found is the part of acknowledging what you're feeling that isn't the good feelings. And I don't say good and bad because I don't believe it. I believe it's frequencies. So the lower frequencies are fear-based anger emotions, and higher frequencies. And just like music, you can choose which frequency you want to create with. It's your choice. But it does go out and it does impact the collective. And I'm sure you know that. So thanks for that. Claire, did you have something to add?
But it was interesting because Kevin and I were talking about this yesterday. We were on a walk and I said, something just popped into my head, and immediately just the thought of it, where my mind took it, I could just feel this huge knot in my stomach. And thanks to Beth, she was in her relationships class. It's like, where are you feeling this in your body? Right here. And Kevin and I started, I'm like, man, how do you turn this off? Like, how do you, an acknowledgement. So, but it was interesting because when you had us go into the thought this morning, think of something, I didn't get triggered. So it was weird that yesterday, I just like you talking about the gong, it was like, whong, up here, but today it was okay.
That's great, and that is a great point. I also do that. That's one other thing to be aware of. Where is it in your body? I like to do that too. The reason why, your mind needs something to do. Think of it as like a little kid or a dog that wants to play with a ball. So if you're like, this is what I'm feeling, where is it in the body? The mind has a focus other than, oh my God, they did this, they did that, and then that expands whatever state you're in. So I love that, and thanks for that reminder. Where does that emotion live in my body? So to sum it up one last time, here's the practice. Just try it today. You're going to be different if you do. So where am I at? What am I feeling in this moment? It's okay. It's a normal human emotion. I'm accountable for it. This thing happened. It just triggered that. Where is it in my body? When you feel it, breathe in. And the cool thing about emotions, if you name it, it only has about a 90-second lifespan, so a minute and a half. Usually it starts to dissipate. And that, I love that when you find it in the body and then you breathe. And then, who do I choose to be? Who do I choose to be? And let that intention you set for yourself be the guiding light for the next steps. It'll inform you what actions to take or to not take, which is sometimes even more important. All right, anything else? Anyone want to share anything else? Yep.
It helps me to think it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. It's an opportunity for me to grow.
I love that. Thank you. What is, I live that way too. I call it the 2 O's. If there's an obstacle, I say, what's the opportunity actually? So thank you for that. It's the opportunity. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. That's awesome. Someone else? Yes.
Well, my question. Here, wait. I'm going to give you, Nikini, let me, so that online people can hear.
Hi. So my question is about if your husband in that moment did not be as understanding as he would be, and if he didn't turn on the classical music. So I actually have been in the car with people occasionally in my life where something comes up and I'm triggered, and the classical music is not turned on, I'm not able to breathe, but the person keeps like peppering me. Like, for example, in this, that person might say, you know, how could you be so selfish? What do you mean you don't want to give it to my daughter? What are you doing? You're the worst person ever for not giving that gong to my daughter. How could you do that? And there could be this like back and forth awful thing that happens, and then you're trapped in the car. Now, if that were me, I could still choose, and I have practiced this before, to try to breathe and say, let's talk about this later, but the person still comes at me and you're trapped in the car. I guess my question is, what would you do if your husband didn't turn on the classical music? How would you contain yourself?
Good question. I've had a lot of practice. He didn't used to turn on the classical. We've been together 26 years. I have these fun little names for myself, and I say the gatekeeper was off duty because I could feel it coming out. I tried to shut my mouth, but it would come out anyway. So that's a great question. That's going to happen. But the more you practice the baby set, so in that scenario, you just stop, and you keep going inside, and you keep saying, in this moment I feel, I'm rage. It's okay, I'm accountable. So you're not kind of hearing because you're focused inside. So you do the exact same thing, probably just more often and more focused. Does that make sense? My dad, when I first started this, my dad tried to trigger me, and I was inside. In this moment I feel, in this moment I feel. And he's like, hello? Because I wasn't engaging. You guys know my dad, Joe Leonardi, who knows my dad? He'd go, hello? And I wasn't engaging, and that pisses them off. So then they try to engage more. But none of it is to blame. So if you just keep doing the same thing over and you'll get better. So many of my clients are like, when am I going to get better? I just say, just keep it up. I promise one day, wow, like that. I was so proud of myself of how I didn't react. and I came back with love. All right? All right, you guys. Thanks for being engaged, being here. You clearly are conscious creators, so we really appreciate you. Do we have any kinds do we just go straight into the music now, Claire? Feel free if you have to go to the bathroom or whatever. We won't be offended. We're going to come back up. We're going to play a few more songs. Then we're calling Kevin up, and we're going to pass the donation basket with a beautiful song and intention. And then we'll wrap it for the day. But please sing along. I mean, we have these. You can't do it wrong. We love. It's so good for you to do this. So we're going to do a few more mantras. Love you all. Practice, practice, practice today, and we'll see you.
Durga.
This one's called Om Dum Durga. Can you say that?
Om Dum Durga.
Okay. Feel free to dance. Oops. Oh. Okay. Thanks, David. All right, ready? I want to hear you guys. Oh. Right. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7, 7. Thanks to David. He keeps track of me. On this next song we do, this is called kind of a prayer. So after it ends, just we'll be in a silent prayer. And so we don't need to clap. We'll just sit there and feel the chant move through your body if you can. Okay? Go for it,
I
Gray.
thought somebody would ask that. These chants are very ancient. They're about 5,000 years old. And this is a chant to Radhe. Radhe is the feminine principle, feminine divine principle, is the consort with Krishna, who is the male incarnation. So they go together, but lots of songs. So Govinda, Gopala, that's other names for Krishna you may have heard of. My mother's worst fear is when she sees these people at the airport, you don't ever sing that Hare Krishna. Here I am singing Hare Krishna. Anyway, so I think what's really important, it's one thing nice to know the meaning up here, but the chant takes place here. And the reason that we're here and we're singing these, because they really are heart openers. They really touch somewhere deep in ourselves. And if we let that happen, and you know, singing them really helps. And if you'd asked me 10 years ago, would I ever get up and sing, I would have said, absolutely. You'll never, ever in this lifetime get me up, in any lifetime get me up there singing. But it's really a healthy thing to do. So this one's really simple. It's Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham, Govinda Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. That's the first part. And then there's the second part, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Sham, which we'll stick on a little bit. And if you feel like singing, stick your hand up, you can take a lead. And if you don't, maybe I'll call on you anyway.
But we're going to all sing the whole time together.
It goes like Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham, Govinda Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Try that. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham,
Govinda Radhe, Jai Shri
Oh, Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sham, Govinda Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe. Here we go. Hey, Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe
Govinda. Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopala Radhe Radhe.
Oh, Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Last time. Oh, Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
I was just gonna share something similar to what Greg was sharing, because I had someone online saying, "Oh, it'd be nice to know the word, what the words mean, so we can." And for me, that's why I love kirtan, because I don't know what all these words mean, and so it keeps it out of my head. My brain isn't trying to connect things; it just keeps it all in here.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I had that same thought just then. But I do know it is nice to know some things, and I've learned it so many times, but I keep forgetting. This one's really fun. I hope you guys can keep up with it. It's a very fun chant to just awaken everything.
This is also a chant to Shiva. We sang
Another
the
Shiva.
first part, and Shiva, like Anastacia shared, is the Lord of transformation, Lord of destruction. So things are always in flux and changing. So these prayers are to honor, like calling in and welcoming in transformation and destruction of what is, to welcome in the new. And as we're in equinox too, a new season coming in, so appropriate mantra today.
And we just have a few more songs, so we'll be doing this one and two more, and the passing of the basket. Hara 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 Mahadeva.
Hara 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 Mahadeva.
Shiva 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 Sada Shiva.
Shiva 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 Sada Shiva.
Hara 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 Mahadeva.
Hara 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 Mahadeva.
Shiva, Shiva, Sada Shiva. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. 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 Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Vishnu Maheswaraya. Namo Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Hara 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 Mahadeva. Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Hara 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 Mahadeva. Shiva 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 Sada Shiva. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Hara 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 Mahadeva. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Namah Shivaya. Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Shivaya Namo Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya.
Brahma Vishnu Maheswaraya. Om Namo Namo
Namah Shivaya.
You think the lantern, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do the offering. Yep.
And our greeters, are we on? And mute me now. If
So
our
the slides-
greeters could come up. Where's our greeters? There we go. And we'll let them, they have a beautiful song that we're going to share when we do our offering. But our offering is, as you know, a part of our flow that is important to remember that this doesn't happen by itself, and we don't have guests without contribution. You guys all know this. It's part of our flow. You have to let go in order to receive. So we're going to send them out into the beautiful world. Off you go. Thank you. And also, if you're online and you want to donate by giving through text, or you can scan the code and you get the little pop-up, the website to donate through. We really love it when you can set up auto donations so that there's a consistency and you don't have to think about it. That's how Claire and I have been doing it for years, and it's so much easier for us to not ever to think about it. And you can put your prayer claims, yes, prayer claims into the basket. Blessing of the offering. Should come up on the screen here so you guys can join. From the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we just want to thank you all so much, and so much for being open to the difference that we had today. With us up here, we wanted to create a whole experience of change and transformation. So we're just going to do one more song or a couple more? Couple more you want? And then if you want to leave, that's fine too. But we got 2 more songs. And we really love you guys. We play around town. We're called the Ben Bhakti Collective. And thank you so much, Claire and Kevin, and all the people that make this happen, including you all. It takes a village. It takes community, doesn't it? And this is a beautiful community, a beautiful space for people to come and consciously create together.
Lantern. Yeah. Oh. Lantern and then Govinda Jai.
Okay, we're going to do this song, which is one I wrote. So some English. There's English. This was about my transformation, and it was about, I was looking outside myself, and then I found all the answers were inside. That's what this song's about. I do use some chants here. The Om Gurudev Namo means the guru inside, the teacher inside. So, and then Om Hari Om. What does that mean, David?
Hare is another word, like in Hare Krishna, is the divine feminine. So it's another name for Radha. So Om is the universal consciousness sound. So it's just saying Om Hare is like the great divine feminine energy.
Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om.
Om Hari Om.
Om Hari Om.
Om Hari Om.
the sound of home pulls me home like the moon pulls the tide.
Hari
Ancient tones, sacred drone, heal the dissonance in my bones. The sound of Om, vibration hones like the river hones the stone. Hari Om Gurudev. Om Gurudev Namo. Follow the mystic light, the light reflecting back to me. I sit and behold the sky. All I see is a part of me.
Anastacia Armstrong. That's just such a beautiful song.
Thank you. All right, you guys, we're going to end with a high energy ditty as you leave. Thanks again for staying around, those that you did, and we'll see you around town, hopefully.
Stick around, but this last one we're going to stand up for. There's not many of us left, so.
And we're playing First Friday in Bend at Hawthorne Healing Arts if you want to see us.
Yeah. Gopala Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari. It's the wrong one. It's not the right one.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopala Jaya
Thank you all. Thank you, Unity Spiritual. Thank you, Jane. Miss Jane. Bye, you all. Have a good rest of your Sunday. The Bhakti Collective.
Thank you so much.